Because of these voices telling me I should have done something, I could have done something, it's so hard for me to forgive myself. It's so hard to accept that I didn't do anything when I know I should have done something, when I know I could have done something. Before we get to the video, I just want to tell you guys that making this video was very hard for me. A very personal story. It's a very personal feeling for me to be sharing this video and to be sharing my experience with you guys. A small disclaimer or a trigger warning before you guys watch the video. This video will contain stories of sexual abuse. So I hope that you guys take this into consideration before you guys continue watching the video. That'll be all from me. Thank you and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Serin and today I want to talk about what I learned from Horo Horo in Shaman King and from the book I Am Watching You. So today I want to talk about the title of this video, which is Learn to Forgive Yourself. There are things you feel responsible for which aren't your fault, and I understand. I know I felt this. It takes forever to forgive yourself because sometimes you just don't want to accept it. And today I'll be sharing with you guys a very personal story because, this life lessons is about what I've experienced, is something that I wish I learned when I was younger. Probably like a few years back, 2018, I had a group of friends mixed. There were boys, there were girls, and then there was a guy that I was close to, and we've been friends for a very long time, probably like 7 years. Very, very, very long time. Sometimes our conversations would get kind of very weird, and by weird I would mean very sexual. It made me very uncomfortable because I never really like talked about those kind of things with my friends. I don't feel comfortable talking about like girls and whatever. It's never really been like why would you talk about these things? Just why would you talk about it? That's basically all I have to say. So anyways, there sometimes when we would be talking, he would just like bring up these kind of things. He would bring up these kind of people. I would like not be interested in it. I would be uncomfortable. And then I didn't really like tell him to stop. I didn't really like tell him, yo, why are you like talking about this and all those stuff. In my part, obviously like it's a bad thing. But then in groups of guys, I guess like I don't want to normalize guys talking about these kind of things. I guess it's oh man, I don't know how to phrase it. But anyways, I didn't do anything to like stop him or tell him, yo, why are you talking about these kind of things? Hey, you shouldn't be talking about these kind of things. So in my part, that is my fault. You guys can blame me for that. It was years ago. But moving on, I had the best friend. I mean, I have a best friend, and my best friend is a girl. A few months after me and this guy have been talking, and then it's been starting to get kind of weird, my best friend finally opened up to me about something that happened to her sometime in like 2017 or like 2015. So, long while has passed since it's happened. My best friend told me that this guy did some things to her. So, I don't know. Should I be censoring these kind of things? I don't know. But it's nothing. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't care. He sexually assaulted her. And for me, I've known this guy for, like I said, I've known him for like 7 years. We've been really good friends, and then I've never expected him to be like that. And not just that, but my best friend also told me that when he did it, there were other people around, and then they were just like laughing about it. And I was like I know the people that they were with as well, and I know them to be like good people. So when my best friend opened up to me about it, I'm gonna say I didn't really quite take it seriously. It didn't fully function in my mind that this person was capable of doing such things. And it's because, like, again, I'm such an innocent person. I didn't grow up having a dark whatever environment around me, so I couldn't understand anything. I didn't know like how to react. I didn't really believe it because I have like so much faith in people. I trust them too much. I don't see like the dark side of people, and that's my fault. But a week later, or maybe 2 weeks after my best friend opened up to me about this, I found out that in my group of friends, in my current like group of friends during that time, one of the girls in our group was touched by this man, okay, by this guy. And it was only then when I found out that it actually like struck me that like, oh my god, my best friend was telling me the truth. And then I really just couldn't fathom anything. When I found out that the girl who got touched was leaving, it was hard for me because I looked at this person as a very close friend. She was younger than me, so I looked at myself as a kuya for her. And then I found out that this thing happened. It was a bombshell for me because I never saw it coming. And then what happened the coming few days was I started blaming myself. I immediately called my best friend saying, yo, this person did this to this person. And I'm like, oh my god, I should have listened to you. And then that was when I started blaming myself. I was saying I should have warned these people. I should have told my guy friend to stop. I should have told my guy friend he needs help. I should have like watched out for my friends. I should have done something to avoid this from happening. I could have talked to my guy friend one on one and tell him, yo, I heard my best friend experienced this from you. Is it true? What are you doing, man? You should fix yourself. You should do this. You should. I kept blaming myself because I felt responsible for what happened to this younger girl. And it was very hard for me to forgive myself. I didn't want to listen to my family or my friends saying, hey, it's not your fault. You couldn't have done anything about it. I kept focusing on the what ifs and I kept blaming myself for being a coward. I kept blaming myself saying, if only I had listened to my best friend, maybe if I had talked to this guy, maybe if I talked to my circle of friends, maybe if I told someone else, maybe if I told someone who watches over all of us, maybe then would something have happened. Maybe I could have avoided it. I took the blame and I was really, really frustrated with myself when this happened. It was very hard for me to accept that something like this happened, and I kept blaming myself, saying it's my fault. And it really took me like 2 months to really just forgive myself. After it just blew up, the parents were talking, the friends were talking, everyone, like, it blew up. And then my family told me that, hey, I've talked to this person, I've talked to the girl already, and she's okay. She's not like suicidal or anything. She's not depressed. And then they told me to cheer up. They told me, hey, everything's been like sorted. She's just gonna like leave the circle. She's just gonna distance herself from everyone. And that was like the last time that I've seen that girl. And it was very hard for me. It really took me months to just let it go, to just say, hey, the girl's okay, then why can't I be okay? Because I really felt responsible for it. I just kept blaming myself. It was so hard to forgive myself. And also, can I just say that this world is so messed up, man. I like to focus on the good things. I'm done being so negative. I've been a very negative person when I was younger. And I trust the world and people too much, man. My friends say it's a strength of mine to be so empathetic. They say it's a strength of mine. Just focus on the good things and not on the bad things that's happening around me. I view it as a weakness because I feel guilty for everyone. I get taken advantage of because I'm always saying, "Oh, I feel guilty for this person. I should do this for him. I should do this for her. I should do this for this person." And all these things. And yes, it's a good thing that I have this kind of like empathy for other people, but then I view it as such a weakness because I'm so blinded by the goodness in me. I don't want to like boast about myself being a good person, but then like it's just kind of how I am. There are so many things which are out of our control, and I can never really accept the fact that I can't do anything about it. There's nothing I can do. And unfortunately, that's the truth, and it's a very hard pill to swallow. We can only do so much to help out people. I'm currently working in a food court, and let me tell you, I have seen people steal tips. I have seen them steal from other restaurants. I have heard of stories of people chasing after these people who steal the tips. And then there are also people who didn't chase, and then they are left with the thought of, I could have done something. I should have chased them. If you chase then I commend you for doing something so brave. If you don't, then that's okay. There are some people who will say it's better to give it to them, just give them the money than to risk your life. And there's two sides of a coin in every situation, and although it's a difficult truth to accept that sometimes we just can't do anything about the current situation, it's a truth that we have to accept, and the faster we accept it, the faster we can heal. So if you're struggling with this right now, you can't seem to forgive yourself, you're taking the blame for something that you should have done but was too afraid to do it, you didn't put much urgency or attention to something, it's okay. Forgive yourself, learn, grow, and do better next time. One thing that I love about this book, it's a book titled I Am Watching You. It's a story about a witness seeing two guys talk to two girls, and then this witness wanted to talk to the girls and say, hey, these guys are nothing but bad news, you should stay away from them. The witness was considering calling the police, calling their parents, or just something to like stop them. But then certain situations led this witness to say, you know what, they can do whatever they want to do. Sometime in that week, the witness finds out that one of the girls has disappeared. And then here in chapter 4, it's very early part of the book, it says here, and I will read it as it says, but the other part, pure dread. People giving me that look again. That woman, do you remember? The woman who didn't say anything on the train, do you remember? When that girl disappeared? That is something that I experienced when I found out. And then another part here is what the husband told his wife. The witness was saying, if I had phoned in a warning in the first place, if I had stepped up, stepped in. And then the husband goes in and tells her, saying, you're not to think like that. You can't take the world on your shoulders. You did nothing wrong. Nothing, Ella. It was those men, not you. You can't go on blaming yourself. And this is exactly what my friends and what my family told me. And it was very hard for me to accept. It's very hard to accept that I couldn't have done anything. It's hard to accept that it's not my fault. It's these people to blame. It's hard to accept that it's okay that I didn't do anything. Because in the mindset of other people, you guys probably watching me right now, you're probably thinking, you're probably typing in the comments saying, you should have done something. You're probably telling me right now, why didn't you do anything? Why didn't you stop it? You could have done something, etc., etc., etc. And then it's because of these voices telling me I should have done something, I could have done something. It's so hard for me to forgive myself. It's so hard to accept that I didn't do anything when I know I should have done something, when I know I could have done something. I really hope that this video helps you guys to forgive yourself. I know it's very hard. I know it's very difficult. You guys may be going through this right now. But I hope that you guys can forgive yourself. I hope that you guys can just forgive yourself, learn from this, grow from this, and the next time that it happens, you know what to do. So thank you all so much for watching, and remember, live to inspire, live to make a difference, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.